North Korea is often called the most secretive country on Earth. Locked borders, constant surveillance, and one of the most powerful dictatorships in history. For most citizens, the idea of escape isn't just dangerous, it's unthinkable. But some still try. Guards are ordered to shoot on sight. No warnings, no mercy. The borders are lined with barbed wire, landmines, and watchtowers. Most attempts begin in the dead of night, through frozen rivers that cut like glass. If you're caught, the punishment is brutal. Prison camps, torture, sometimes worse. Not just for you, but for your family. Still, every year, people risk it all for a chance at freedom. The journey is a razor's edge. One wrong step, and it's over. But if you do manage to slip past the guards, past the rivers, past the fear, your real story of survival is only just beginning. Most escapees don't head south. The border with South Korea is one of the most militarized zones on Earth. Instead, they go north, into China. A route just as deadly, but possible. In China, the nightmare doesn't end. The government does not recognize North Korean defectors as refugees. If you're caught, you're sent back. And being sent back often means torture, prison camps, or execution. To survive, defectors go underground. They hide in safe houses, rely on brokers, and sometimes fall into the hands of traffickers. Women are especially vulnerable. Many are sold into forced marriages or exploitation, trading freedom for survival. Every step forward is a gamble. Even in China, you're living like a ghost, invisible, hunted, waiting for the chance to slip farther away from the reach of Pyongyang. But why would anyone risk landmines, guards, and prison camps? To understand that, you have to understand life inside North Korea. Most of the country lives in extreme poverty. Outside the capital, electricity is rare, food is scarce, and medicine is almost impossible to get. Many families survive on little more than corn, grass soup, or whatever they can trade. Information is tightly controlled. Internet? Non-existent. Foreign TV or movies? Illegal. Even listening to a South Korean song could send you to a labor camp. The state decides what you learn, what you watch, and even what you're allowed to believe. And then there's fear. Anyone can be punished, not just for what they do, but for what their relatives do. It's called guilt by association. If one person defects, their family back home might be imprisoned. It keeps millions trapped in silence. For many, life is just survival. Hunger, fear, and propaganda. But the idea of escape, no matter how dangerous, is a chance at something bigger: freedom. To understand why North Korea is so extreme, you have to look at its rulers, the Kim family. 3 generations have held absolute power. Kim Il-sung, then Kim Jong-il, and now Kim Jong-un. Together, they've built one of the most powerful cults of personality in history. The regime is built on fear and control. Every poster, every speech, every TV broadcast paints the Kim family as almost godlike. Questioning them isn't just illegal, it's unthinkable. For many citizens, loyalty isn't a choice, it's survival. But why so strict? The answer is insecurity. North Korea's leaders know their system is fragile. Outside information could collapse it overnight. If people saw what life was like in South Korea, the wealth, the freedom, it would shatter decades of lives. That's why the borders are locked tight, and the punishment for disobedience is so severe. In the Kim dynasty's eyes, absolute control is the only way to stay in power. The propaganda, the fear, the isolation, it isn't madness, it's strategy. A system designed to protect the ruler, even if it destroys the people. Escaping into China is only the first step. For most defectors, the real journey to freedom is just beginning. And it stretches thousands of miles. Since China will send escapees back, defectors have to keep moving. Some find underground networks, brokers, safe houses, and secret churches that risk everything to help them. Others are left on their own, navigating a world they've never seen before. The routes are long and brutal, through jungles in Southeast Asia, across mountains into Mongolia, or hidden in trucks, moving from border to border under constant fear of discovery. Each checkpoint is life or death. The final goal for most is South Korea. There, they're granted citizenship and a chance to rebuild their lives. But reaching it requires crossing multiple countries, each one a new risk. It's a marathon of fear and survival. For some, the journey takes weeks, for others, years. But every step forward is fueled by the same thought: the hope that one day they'll live in a place where they are finally free. For those who make it out, the story doesn't end with freedom. In many ways, that's when a new struggle begins. Imagine stepping into a world where everything is different. The lights never go out, the shelves in stores are full, the internet connects you to billions of people. For defectors, it can feel like landing on another planet. But freedom also comes with pain. Many carry trauma from what they endured: prison camps, hunger, the loss of family left behind. Some face discrimination, even in South Korea, where adapting to modern life isn't easy after years of isolation. Still, countless defectors go on to build new lives. They study, work, raise families, and even speak out against the regime they escaped. Their stories remind the world of both the horrors inside North Korea and the strength of the human spirit.